What's poppin', guys, and welcome back. If you're wondering what I've been building over here, then clearly you need to go watch the end of my last episode, in which me and my friend Lewis hung out, did a bunch of resource gathering, and also founded a brand new village, which this pavilion is going to be the starting point of. So I figured I would go ahead and just put it together before the beginning of the episode, that way we could get right into talking about it and all that other fun stuff. I don't know about you guys, but way back in the day, I'm talking like 2011, 2012, I played a lot of survival multiplayer. More specifically on like small multiplayer servers with not that many people. It was a really lovely experience being able to play Minecraft with people all across the world, and I have a lot of really fond memories of doing that kind of thing from when I was younger. We're using a whole ton of new blocks that were not available back when I played Minecraft, like quartz, copper, bees. I guess you can count this little dude as a block, sure, why not? And I even went ahead and I did a little bit of redstone too, would you look at me? What happens is whenever it turns to night, these 4 daylight detectors around here are gonna turn on. They're gonna turn on all of these redstone lamps around the corner here. All of our walkways are gonna be lit up. It's gonna look really, really nice. That's enough about the pavilion. Let's move on to the other things I wanted to take care of today. As you can probably tell by the title of today's video, I do want to do a bit more Nether Exploring today. Want to try and find another fortress, do some like actual progression in this game for once would be nice. Maybe even find a bastion if we're lucky. But before that, I actually really want to do some, I guess you could call it spring cleaning. There are a bunch of like little miscellaneous things that I just never really bothered to take care of in previous episodes, and it's kind of starting to drive me a little bit bonkers. I'm sure you can see one behind me right now. Oh boy, not very pretty from the back, are they? As much as I love to flex about, you know, finishing my builds and doing the back and everything, I'm really not holding myself to the same standard when it comes to these farms, so we really gotta get on with that, and it's a big problem. This wall wraps all the way around, even over to the wheat over here. Not really looking too hot, it kind of just like ends. It's not looking too great. It's not looking too great. This pathway going from like our nether portal area over to the spawn pavilion is definitely not finished. Like, this is just a bunch of really ugly, jagged path blocks. Like, look at this transition. This is probably the worst I have ever seen in my entire life. And last but definitely not least, this incredibly ugly netherrack bridge. It's great, I know. Wow, beautiful. So the final thing on our spring cleaning agenda for today is going to be to make a bridge that actually looks like not terrible. Oh, and in case anybody was wondering, for some very strange reason, the villagers magically came back. I swear, I did not cheat them back in. I didn't even like breathe them back legit. They just straight up like showed up. All right, enough distractions. Let's do our spring cleaning, shall we? Okay, one real life day later and the spring cleaning is all taken care of. The pathway between the spawn pavilion and my base is now looking a heck of a lot better. I'm trying to keep the design for all the different pathways around here as consistent as possible. We're going to be adding in some slabs for verticality and just overall keeping a very similar design. Over here, I've gone with a pretty bizarre transition. Not entirely sure how I feel about this one, to be honest, but it's a little bit of like a texture blend we've got going on here. I'm hesitant to call it a gradient. Going from the white of the quartz to white concrete powder into sand, which is a kind of a rough transition, but don't worry about it. That goes into rooted dirt, into coarse dirt, and then we kind of just, you know, smush our way into the path blocks and we're on our way. Not entirely sure how I feel about it, but we'll just kind of forget about it for now and hopefully I get used to it. We've got the back of these farms finally have walls. I know, it's not just like an ugly side of a farmland block anymore. Can you believe it? Wow, crazy, I know. Basically trying to keep things as consistent as possible, which means that no crazy deviations in the block palette or the overall decorations or whatever. But as you can see right here, it wraps around the corner and goes all the way down the length of our wheat field, wrapping around this other corner over here, all the way at the far side of our property. Not gonna lie, this far side of my starter base is kinda underdeveloped. If you have any ideas for something I could add to this area, I am open to basically anything. So that's all fine and good, but I haven't exactly been particularly creative with my designs or anything, right? Like I haven't done any crazy new block palettes or new ideas or whatever, but this last project, the bridge, I think is gonna change all of that. As we approach the area now in game, let's go ahead and take a look at a bit of a replay of the construction of the thing, and oh man, I think this one turned out really well. Like, not gonna lie, it took me a few renditions to actually get the design down, but check it out, it's really cool. The birch like support beams at the bottom are a little bit contrasting, but I think they provide a really good color difference because the entire top of the bridge is really just like dark brown, light brown. It's not really very diverse. Take a look at these. I used some armor stand magic and made these really cool little glowstone lamps. Now, unfortunately, they don't actually give off any light. That would be a little too crazy, but that's why I've swapped out every other row of the composters, even though mobs can't actually spawn on any of these blocks, at least on the top. Because, you know, they're all like half blocks and whatever. It would still feel a little weird for it to be all like pitch black and stuff at night. But yeah, I am quite happy with how the bridge turned out. It feels like a weird little blend of the style of our starter base and a little bit of the like natural, warm, comforting kind of vibes of the village area. It's really cute and it makes me happy. And I hope it makes you guys happy too. Alright, I know what you guys are thinking. Buildings are cool and all, but let's get into what we're really going to be doing today, which is doing some Nether exploring. We've got some very big preparations to do before we actually go and get ourselves in there. It's way overdue that I actually go and I make myself a gold helmet. We have 2 fire resistance potions, the gas gimper, arrows, gonna get my shield, that'll be very important. Let's definitely not forget to, you know, actually enchant our helmet. That might be a good idea. Protection 4, Unbreaking 3, Respiration 3, that is quite good. Oh, that's not how you spell it. There we go, Piglin Protection. Pumpkin Pete to the rescue. There we go. Wow, what was that voice crack? Oh my god. I swear I'm not like 14, guys. Alright, a few shopping trips and one embarrassing voice crack later, we are finally ready to begin our journey into the Great Unknown, aka the place I've been quite a few times. Objective A is, of course, to find another fortress, get myself blaze rods, and of course make it back alive, and then if we've got time afterwards, might try and find a bastion. As I usually do when I explore a new area, I'm probably just gonna pick a direction and run for it. Why don't we do it in a classic montage style? I'll give you guys all the highlights of all my misadventures in the Nether, and hopefully I don't die in the process. Let's get it. We are going east. I've been out here a few times, really just to mine quartz. Kinda heading north a little bit more than east, but I hope you don't blame me because we kinda can't really go east right about now. It's either lava or a very big fall, which I could take. Alright, you know what? It's a little too dangerous being on this thing. I am just gonna go for the big jump. Ooh, I got my MLGs today. It's only saving me 1 block worth of fall damage, but don't worry about it. It's the thought that counts, you know? I'd like to make my way that way. Ooh, striders. Oh man, I'm really wishing I brought a saddle now. I barely know how to use striders, so I didn't really want to like try and figure it out on the fly, but like they're so cute and stupid looking, and they're perfect. I might want to start mining at some point because this terrain is just really not being very friendly. What are with these trees? They are 1 block tall. You must have the most pathetic life. I'm so sorry. If my commentary is not particularly good, it's because I am very much speaking of being afraid, okay. I have not done a Bastion raid, so this could get very bad very quickly. I think we should just go for it. Now, I don't know what kind of... I thought that was a nether fortress over there because of like the fog color blending with the black stone, and I almost just like jumped out of my chair. That would have been ridiculous. Ah, there's the achievement. Those were the days, but these days are better. because we got bastions. All right, we gotta be real careful here, guys. I am pretty nervous, not gonna lie. Nobody around here. Just gonna kind of like bury myself in the wall, maybe. If you can't tell, I'm making this all up on the fly. I definitely did not know. Ah, war pigs. Amazing song, by the way. If you don't know how bastions work, there's two kinds of piglins, right? The regular piglins and the piglin brutes, which have more like black armor on them. That's a regular piglin. And that is a piglin brute. Those guys, oh yeah, he's aggro. Haha. Those guys are ridiculous. Those guys are incredibly tough, and I do not want to mess with them. So I can just be like a lame little gamer and hit all of these guys from a distance. I'd feel a little bad because this is just like total cheese, but dude, bastions are tough. Don't judge me. Because this is how you die an early Minecraft death. Oh, you see that shot, by the way? Oof. Oh. The guy jumped for it. That's a baby piglin riding a baby hoglin. I didn't know that was a thing. All right, free gold. I cannot pass up on free gold. Maybe I'm part piglin. Who knows? Oh, that could have been really bad. Whew. Snout banner pattern, that is actually pretty good. Banners are a lot of fun. Underrated building block in Minecraft. This is a brand new part of the Bastion. Okay. Yeah, brand new part of the Bastion. All right, yeah, not gonna lie, the Bastion didn't have very much loot. I'm sure there's more that I missed, but this place is kind of starting to give me the creeps. What I think we're gonna do is I'm gonna write down these coordinates, gonna take a quick trip back to my little nether hub because it really wasn't very far. Drop off all my things, and then we'll resume part 2 in probably a different direction because you saw how incredibly difficult it was to get around. And hopefully we find a nether fortress. Hi, baby. All of our junk has been put away in our netherrack burn chest, aka the leftover storage from when we made this big nether hub, all hanging out in there, and we can go on our merry way. Might as well do a complete 180 and head off to the west. I've done a little bit of poking around in this area previously, really just checking out this warp forest right here, and I know that there is a basalt delta just beyond it that way. Whole lot. Oh my, you look very trapped. I'm not gonna look up at you. Oh no, he's angry. God, why? You moved your head into my crosshair. This is not my fault. That was an act of self-defense. Kinda just have to keep moving, you know? Really wish there wasn't fog. I know I've said that before, but it's really becoming pretty annoying looking out over the ocean and looking out over the lava ocean, excuse me, and just finding absolutely nothing to look at. It gets a little bit annoying. But then again, what isn't annoying about moving around in the nether? Let's be real here. This biome looks really, really cool. I just wish it wasn't a massive pain in the butt to actually, like, you know, traverse. Oop. I booped him with the carrot. Wow. Oh. Ooh, is that what I think that is? Oh, gotta not die on my way over there. We have got pretty lucky here. Wow. We are looking pretty good as far as distances go. Be pretty easy to make a tunnel over to this section of the fortress. Gamers, I'm entering focus mode because I really, really, really do not want to die out here. But we need blaze rods very badly. This fortress is really cool, man. Like, look, Soul Sand Valley underneath us, Crimson Forest over there, Basalt Delta, hi, Basalt Delta behind us. Like, wow, this place is actually really cool, not gonna lie. And nether warts. Gonna need a whole lot of those guys. Might actually make a nether wart farm. More nether wart, sure. Oh, hi, wow. It's a whole bunch of you guys. That blaze got one hit. Wow, my bow is powerful. Oh my god. Jeez. Gas Skimper, more like Blaze Butcherer. Get rid of you. You I want to actually kill with looting. So we'll hit him with the old 1-2, and wow, 13 blaze rods already. Oh, it also one hits them. No, I need looting on you guys. I need my wither skulls. There we go. Come on, buddy. This is a very long bridge to nowhere. Reminds me of the average college campus. Bye. Knockback 2 is so dumb. This has been really great. I mean, we've got a nice, good, healthy looking nether fortress here, plenty of blazes, 2 blaze spawners, and definitely lots of potential for a wither skeleton farm. Ooh, yeah! No way, that was so quick. A wither skeleton skull right off the bat. I think we're gonna call it here for the nether fortress, because I still definitely want to do a bit of exploring, and of course grab a whole ton of nether quartz because we are fresh out. So let me get on that real quick. This fortress run has been fantastic, but I think it is time to go home. Like they say, quit while you're ahead, and not trying to linger around here for too much longer, because if I die, let's just say I might need a new keyboard afterwards. Am I joking? I don't want to find out. So let's hop, skip, and jump our way over this basalt delta, and hopefully I can find our way back before we meet an untimely demise. Ah, missed it. Hog. That's what you sound like. And you're dead. Good job. As we approach our home base, coming back after a lovely journey in the Nether, I'm really just thinking about how well everything went. As funny as it would have been, and as much of a good thumbnail as it would have been for everything to go completely wrong, I really didn't want to lose my items. And I'm really glad that I didn't. I'm gonna get all my stuff back in the overworld and organized, and then we can go ahead and take a look at our loot. Did a little bit more resource grinding off camera just to top up the things that we already had, and oh boy, wow. This nether haul has been flawless. Way more nether quartz than I'll probably ever need for a very long time. Miscellaneous bastion and fortress loot, like the snout banner pattern, diamond horse armor, half a stack of blaze rods, a wither skeleton skull. Always good to have more nether wood on hand just for crafting and whatnot. A ton of shroom lights that I will definitely be using in future projects. Gilded blackstone, if I ever use it in a building project, I'll probably need more than 8, but I can always go back and get more. Now there's only one thing we really should be doing with all of these amazing nether quartz blocks, and that is doing one final time lapse for the end of the video and breaking apart all this stuff with my trusty fortune pick and just seeing the sheer amount of stuff we get from this haul. Feels like I'm standing on a giant cube of meat. One very satisfying montage later, and wow. Talk about a lot of EXP. I was able to get all of my tools repaired, as you can see down in my hotbar. But more importantly, look at all this quartz. This makes me very happy. And I hope you enjoyed that time lapse. I'm sure that was very fun to watch. This just goes to show you the power of the mending enchantment, which I have on every single one of my tools and armor here. Honestly, it's really broken. It needs a nerf. If you are hearing this very repetitive message at the end of my videos, thank you. It really means a lot to me. You are really helping me out and supporting my channel, and I really appreciate that. Until next time, gamers, this has been Leon, and I will see you all in the next 1.18 survival video. Take care.